I bet you wondering, where have those two crazy campers been? Well, you're gonna find out in this video, but today, after 5 months, we're gonna finally get back out camping.
I'm Rachel.
And I'm Joe.
And we are
two crazy campers. And after losing a combined weight of more than 200 pounds,
we realized we had so much more energy for activities.
Come along with us as we explore the great outdoors.
And join us on a brand new adventure.
And as we said earlier, I bet you're wondering, where have they been? It's been a while since we've been camping.
It has. You know, life gets in the way. And for the weekend warrior, a lot of times the first thing that goes by the wayside is your rest and relaxation.
Yeah, so we have not been camping since December, which really was upsetting us. But we had all of these plans. We were going to the Tampa RV show in January. Then Rachel got COVID, and then it became lacrosse season. So if you didn't know, I'm a high school lacrosse official. And this year, we had to work even more games than in the past because we're really, really short officials. And life got in the way, and camping went to the wayside, and we're going to fix that right now.
Yeah, because we do need this time of rest and relaxation and some time in the Florida sun. We live in South Florida, so any chance that we can get outside is an awesome thing.
So we decided to come up here to Jonathan Dickinson State Park, which we have been at before. We've done a 5 Things review. I'll leave a link for that up here. And one of the things that's nice about this, first of all, it's only an hour and 20 minutes from our house. But it's also only like 58 miles compared to the 130 miles going to Curry Hammock. And when you're considering gas prices where they're at and only getting 8 miles to a gallon, it was a no-brainer to come here. Plus, we were able to bring Tabitha.
Yeah, we thought this would be a great kind of entry-level type of campsite for her. she's a dog, so you would think that she would love being outside, but actually she's kind of a couch potato that loves to be at home. So you sort of have to coax her to even get exercise in. So we thought, bring mom and dad and see if she enjoys it camping with us.
Yeah, especially because we love state parks, and the state parks all allow dogs, but we tend to go to state parks that have water, and many times they don't allow them to go to the lake, and they don't allow them to, you know, go to the beach and stuff. Like, if you go to Bahia Honda, you can't take your dog to the beach, but if you happen to have one of the waterfront sites, which is what we were looking for, then you can have your dog going in the water. So this is good for her because we brought our bicycles. There's lots of hiking trails here. We're gonna look into possibly renting a canoe because we only have stand-up paddle boards, and it's mating season for alligators. So I don't know if we really want to do that, and especially we want to be able to take her with us. But we're going to go on some walks, and we're just going to kind of vlog this trip. Nothing special since we've already done the 5 things review. What are you doing?
Well, we had some batteries that rolled over, and it's been a little while since we've been inside of Eleanor, so we got to clean a little bit before we, you know, are ready to go.
So it is reading 87 degrees. We're going to go ahead. First of all, turn this thing on. Put it on cool high auto. And since we're not paying for the electric, we're going to drop this puppy all the way down to 60 degrees and make Rachel really happy. Tabitha, you ready?
So ready.
Come on, Tab.
All right. Good job. She's like, let's explore.
Tabitha does not know how to do stairs.
No, she does not.
So this is presenting a bit of a challenge. Come on, Tab. Come on. Hey, she got it. Now, can she get back up? That's another story.
We'll get to that when we get to that. But mostly, thankfully, she's a Labrador. So her desire to please and be a part of the family always makes her be a little bit braver. This way, we can't go on other people's campsites. Tabitha has to learn some camping etiquette. You're not supposed to go into other people's campsites.
Well, I think we found the weekend to come here.
Yeah, this place is pretty dead, which is an awesome thing. Lots more, you know, space to stretch out. I thought we'd be on top of each other.
Now, I will say that we actually booked this campsite on Saturday, 2 days before Memorial Day. I could not find a spot for 3 nights, which is what I was looking for, like Sunday through Wednesday. We couldn't find any of those. Pretty much a lot of the spaces were filled for Sunday if you wanted Monday and Tuesday. But it looks like everybody checked out. But that's one of the things that we like to do as a weekend warrior. Instead of coming up on Saturdays and Sundays, we like to do like Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night, or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yes.
Because everybody goes home on Sunday.
Much different experience.
And you can usually get a lot more of the campsite. So that's a little trick. If you have the opportunity, make your weekend in the middle of the week.
Now she's ready to camp.
Tabitha, does that feel good? You're sleeping outside now.
I know, she's gonna smell it fine.
The water is like really low.
It's low.
And it smells kind of funky.
Very farty.
So we were walking down the street and we noticed a rabbit run across the street, and I'm like, oh look, there's a bunny rabbit.
And then we looked down to where the bunny rabbit was running away from, and there was a snake.
Yeah, so fortunately it was a non-venomous snake, but it was like right in the middle of the road. And if we weren't paying attention, Tabitha would have walked right into it.
Right.
But it was basically just a swamp snake. So it's a non-venomous snake. But
stay alert with your animal.
It's seriously like a ghost town here.
It is. I'm wondering if anything is open, like if we can inquire about the canoes. I would think we could, but we'll find out.
Well, they have the kayaks here. I do see some canoes. So I don't know whether or not they're open or... Here's the concession. We'll go check them out. Tabitha's like, I think we've walked long enough. Like, I've had it with this.
Time to go back in the air conditioner?
I'm waiting for her to just sit down and be like, carry me.
Which she does.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's time to get up.
We don't want to get up, though.
It's actually very late for us. It's something about camping. It's after 8 a.m.
Yeah. Tabitha finally just got in bed and was like, yeah, this is weird that she cannot fit on either side of us. And that's what she's sort of used to. So she's like, that's it. I'm sleeping in bed, but it leaves very little room for Joe.
So I've got coffee brewing. If you want to get up and take her out to go potty, that she did get up at like 4 a.m. to go.
Yeah.
Then I can start some breakfast. We'll do some bacon and eggs.
Some bacon and eggs? Yeah.
So today we're going to try canoeing with Tabitha. I think she's going to love it.
We're not even sure if they're going to let us take Tabitha. We're going to go ahead and ask.
Right. They won't let her come on the trip with us. So we're going to skip it because I really don't want to do stuff without her. So we'll just do some more exploration today. But yeah, we brought her to do stuff together. So we're going to stay together. Okay, so this is exciting. We found that we are just like 20 minutes away from a dog-friendly beach, Jupiter Beach. So we're gonna go to the beach. I love that we're so close to stuff. So we're staying in the river campground and we have access to, you know, river, lake style water, fresh water, but we're also not too far away from the beach. So we're gonna go ahead and change our plans, and I think it's gonna be for the best because she's gonna have a ball at the beach.
So while we're driving, I have a topic for this vlog, and we can start it off now while we're driving.
Okay.
So one of the reasons that we chose Jonathan Dickinson State Park was because it's close.
Right.
Not just distance-wise, but mileage-wise. Because let's face it, gas, it's getting expensive.
It's a thing. It's funny. I saw a meme this morning that says pretty soon we're going to have to start calling into work out of gas.
Right. Well, aside from going to Curry Hammock, the other option that we had was to go up to Lake Kissimmee State Park. And we've never been there. We really like to go to that park, but I started looking at how many miles it was and the fact that it was going to cost us about $200 round trip in fuel based on 8 miles a gallon for, you know, gas right now.
Right.
It was going to be ridiculously expensive, and I just didn't think it was worth $200 for just a 2-night excursion.
Yeah.
Which leads me to today's topic. Let's discuss 5 ways that you could save money on fuel and still RV this summer.
That's a good idea.
So let's start off with number 1, and that's the one that we're doing right now. Stay local.
Yes, whether we are hours away or just an hour away, we are away. We are someplace else. And that's really the desire of our heart as a weekend warrior, that we just take time to unplug and go camping. And wherever we go in Florida, we find a beautiful spot. In this case, we got to do something different still. We brought our dog along. And we're going to be going to a beach that we've never gone to before. So there are lots of areas to explore locally that's going to be light on your wallet, but also achieve what you're trying to achieve, which is get away. So we are on Marcinski Road, Marcinski, and we finally found an entrance to the dog park. So we are absolutely going to be behaving properly because we understand this is such a privilege to get to take her to the beach. So yeah, we're gonna take care of picking up our litter and just have a good time.
Now, for clarification, because all the signs say everywhere, no dogs on beach, but then we did find you can go to this one where it says, you can see behind Rachel, beach access 25. So you have to stay north of this area.
But it's a little scary, so turn around. There's the parking lot where we're parked that says, don't bring a dog on the beach. And now here we are where you can take the dog.
Every day I see miserable people doing things they hate just to fit in. I know it's easier to get along peacefully, but have you ever thought about you? Don't know why
She's not used to waves.
what I'm told to do. When the rules are made up by someone we never
And it's salt
knew.
water.
Baby,
She's
why
certainly not used to salt water.
Hear me out. We don't need someone to feel alright.
never experienced the ocean before, only the pool and lakes. So this is such a neat thing for her. I think we're ready to go home. Maybe not.
I think she's a little thirsty.
Well, there was water everywhere, but not a drop to drink at the beach. That was a lot of fun, and I'm really glad to know that we have a dog park beach that's so stinking friendly for dogs.
Yeah.
Very close to our house. We never would have known it if we hadn't camped where we camped.
So how do you know that Tabitha is exhausted from the day? She's not eating her food. Anybody who knows Tabitha, I mean, heck, look at her. She weighs 120 pounds. Knows that she doesn't leave food. And look at that. It's just sitting there, not interested. I'm just going to lay here, do nothing, maybe collapse. So number 2, keep your vehicle properly maintained. An improperly maintained vehicle can drastically reduce your fuel economy. Several things you can do. First of all, make sure you're getting regular oil changes. That is really important. Something else to do is take a look at your fuel injectors. If they're dirty, go ahead and clean them or replace them if you need to. One of the things we like to do is run seafoam through the system every once in a while. That'll get them nice and clean. Take a look at your spark plugs. If your spark plugs are dirty, go ahead and clean them or replace them. Check your O2 sensors. Make sure all of those are functioning properly. My truck actually has 4 O2 sensors, but a bad O2 sensor can reduce your fuel economy by as much as 40%. Something else to take a look at is your air filters inside for the engine. Also, take a look at your tires. Make sure your tires are properly inflated. And while you're looking at your tires, take a look at your alignment. A bad alignment will really reduce the fuel economy.
So number 3 isn't going to save you money on gas, but it will save you money toward gas. And that is, instead of staying at RV resorts, try staying at city, county, or state campgrounds. You're going to save a lot of money there, and you'll be amazed at the amenities.
So you have all these areas that have been on fire. It wasn't a random fire. These are actually controlled burns. They call them prescribed fires. And they really use it to like remove dead plants, open up the area, and they do it in a lot of the different parks, so it's really cool.
So number 4, lighten your load.
Lighten your load. Lighten your load applies to a lot of different things for both of us.
That can't be true.
It's absolutely true. We both have to do our part for lightening the load. So for me, on my side, the way I could lighten the load is go through the pass-through storage. Make sure there's not a bunch of stuff in there or even throughout the whole RV that you're never going to use. Like maybe you're like me and you're carrying a whole bunch of tools that you probably don't need on an RV trip, especially as a weekend warrior.
We're not going to build a building when we get there.
Maybe don't carry a pop-up screen room in the pass-through storage that weighs like 60 pounds that has not left the pass-through storage in a year.
One whole year.
Then look at your tanks. Don't travel with full tanks. If you're leaving a campground, make sure you empty your black tank before you leave. Also, don't travel with full tanks of water. Some RV manufacturers actually try to get out of covering warranty claims if you're traveling with a full tank. You just don't want to have the extra weight. You know, water and sewage weighs a lot. And so what we like to do is when we are heading out on a trip, we put just enough fresh water in our tank to cover us if we want to stop for the restroom, or if we maybe have to make an emergency overnight stop on a dry camp where we have enough water to go to the bathroom and maybe fill up a pot or make coffee or something like that. We never travel with more than like a quarter to a third of a tank of water in the fresh tank.
Yeah, and something that I can do is clean out my closets. I know that...
You said it, not me.
I know that I travel with winter and summer and spring clothes. There is no need for that.
And 5 sticks of deodorant.
I don't know what I think that I need to prepare for. Like, what's going to happen at the campground? A fashion show? I don't need all of those clothes. I need to go through all of my closets, all the bins. I don't need 10 pairs of shoes. We will be fine. Yes, you don't need 5 sticks of deodorant. Just make sure that you're not carrying a lot of excess stuff.
Now, here's the funny thing about that. You actually carry less stuff in the RV, a moving house, than when we go on a trip for a keto conference and you're limited to 1 suitcase. I don't know how that's possible.
Yeah.
You have more clothes in your suitcase than you keep in the RV.
I am very talented at packing, but that can be bad if you're trying to lighten your load. Another thing that I need to work on is waiting until I get closer to the campground to get food.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, you know, we will want to store up here, shopping locally. But here's the thing, there's usually a grocery store of some sort near where we are camping, and it would be so much better for me to just run in and get my hot dogs and my drinks and, you know, all of that stuff there.
Yeah, in the past, we've traveled with like 8 or 10 cases of seltzer water and soda and stuff. All of that weight adds up. Now, there may not be a Publix or a Walmart or an Aldi or something right next to your campground, but you can definitely wait until you get closer. Even if you're 50 miles away,
right,
it's better to tow that extra weight 50 miles than 250 or more miles. So number 5, utilize different types of gas programs, loyalty cards, gas station credit cards, big box stores. All of those different places have great ways for you to be able to save some money on your fuel.
One of my favorite places is Cumberland Farms because I can get 10 cents off a gallon, I can pay right there at the pump, and then sometimes I also can get a free hot dog.
Yeah, and places like BJ's and Costco, sometimes they'll offer deals where you buy certain products in the store and get an extra 5 or 10 cents off a gallon. There's different types of truck stop deals. And also, there's a lot of apps that'll help you find the cheapest price on gas. Like you can use Gas Buddy and different programs like that. All of those ways are going to be able to save you some money on your fuel, and then you can go camping a lot more.
Okay, so this is the first trip where we've had the RV airflow system. Joe put the RV airflow into Eleanor. We'll leave a link for the video of him doing that over here. But let me tell you, it was a game changer. We are in South Florida and this is the summertime. I don't know any better test of an air conditioning system than those circumstances. And let me tell you, the RV airflow was a game changer. Normally we do not get a nice rush of air in our bedroom. It's usually just in the main area where like the kitchen and the living room is. And it was so nice to be able to sleep under rushing air conditioning air. It was nice and cold the entire trip. And I definitely think it made for a better experience for me. Ready or not, it's time to pack up.
Okay, we're almost ready to go. I've got the truck hooked up, the chocks are pulled, the water is disconnected. I just got to go disconnect the electric, and that waits to the last second so that Rachel has air conditioning.
Yes, that's important.
We need to pull in the slide, pull in the awning, and then you need to go dump the black tank.
No, I think we both know. I did it once, one and done. That's a Joe job.
Are you ready to go?
Yes, once I know it's leaving day, I get up and I'm like ready to go. Whatever the day is. If it's canoeing day, I'm like, shoes on, let's go canoeing. And if it's leaving day, it's shoes on, let's go leave.
There is one exception to wanting to get out first thing in the morning on a day that we're going home. That is when we go to the Keys.
Yes.
When we go to the Keys, we stay until 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock is what time you have to leave, and we literally are rolling out at 1 o'clock.
Yep.
Any other state park, by 10 o'clock, we're done. We're ready to go home. We usually get up at like 7 in the morning, start packing everything up, have breakfast, and then we go home.
Not
but
in the Keys.
Not in the Keys. So we do have a bonus tip for saving money on gas this summer. But before we get to that, do us a favor. Head down below, hit the like button on this video. It really helps build the channel, but it also lets us know what type of videos you're looking to see.
So our bonus tip for saving money so that you can put that money into your gas budget is save on excursions. Yesterday, we were planning on going on a canoe trip, and that was going to cost us $30. And we switched out that excursion for a trip to a dog beach, which cost us no money at all. So those $30 we were going to spend goes into our gas budget.
Well, another camping trip in the books.
I think the most successful camping trip is the one you just go ahead and take. So I'm glad that we're back into the camping swing of things, and this was a successful camping trip.
Yeah, now we do have some more trips planned for the summer, as well as some other just road adventures. I'm actually going up to Kentucky and driving home. We're driving to Texas. So we have a lot of things planned for this summer, and we're planning on also getting back into the regular swing of things and getting some more videos uploaded here on our camping channel, in addition to the 5 to 7 videos we put on our keto channel, which we have a link for up here. But we had a lot of fun. I'm really glad. I can't wait to get more into camping. Now, if you like seeing videos like this, again, please do us a favor, hit that like button down below. It really does help build the channel.
And don't forget to hit the little bell button, and that way every single time we upload a new video, you'll be alerted to it.
Until next time,
Happy camping!